Hi, Gemini. Welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I'm Ronique. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to your mid-April through May career tarot reading. Ooh, oh no. Five of Cups just fell out. What is it, Gemini, that you all have been stressing about, worrying about with your career, with your finances? This is going to be a time where we are coming into a more energetically moving time. This is a great time to set new intentions in your career. If you're trying to change jobs, if you're trying to figure out what new career you want to do, if you're applying for jobs, we have all planets direct for about 3 weeks of this time, which is huge. Venus is now direct, Mercury is direct, so this is all great news. Do check the description box below. We'll highlight all those important dates, and let's get right into it, Gemini. If you haven't subscribed, I would love if you would. All right, let's get into it. So, mid-April finds you with the Queen of Wands and the King of Swords in reverse. End of April finds you with the King of Pentacles. Look at this. All of these important people here. And the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. By the time you're coming into May, you do have the Hermit, Virgo energy there, Major Arcana in reverse, as well as the World card. Some type of decisions you need to be making here, Gemini. And by the time you get into mid-May, you are possibly leaving some job. And look at that, you could be accepting or pondering some new opportunities by the time you get to mid-May. So already looks like you all have a lot of conversations going on with people in looks like you will have some important people who are influential that you will be conversating with or dealing with. This could be a board, this could be a leadership team, this could be you serving some type of community. So let's go ahead and pull a card representing the energy that you brought out of April. Geminis, what do we have for you? Okay, and this one is in reverse. It is the Ten of Pentacles. Now, I think that the Ten of Pentacles is always a lovely card signifying family money, wealth, possibly a inheritance. But I do think for you all, since it was in reverse when it came out, I do think that there has been a struggle in the family dealing with money. This could be you and your partner. This could be you and your parents, meaning like if you have senior parents, but this could also be just you worried about money in general. If you were laid off, if you are having challenges, or your partner has been having challenges with a job, this is going to be this energy you bring into this month. But I do think that things start turning around by time you move into May. I do see that Six of Swords in reverse, as well as that Two of Pentacles. You will have some type of opportunity coming, so don't fret about that. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull an oracle message card. Spirit, if you can send my Geminis an oracle message for their career mid-April through mid-May. Look at that, the Nine of Earth. So always beautiful to get a Earth or Pentacle card during a career reading. It says enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. Now, I do think that this successful self-employment has something to do with this Seven of Pentacles and King of Pentacles. You all are coming into some time that you are having to figure out what it is that you want to pursue as a side career, a side hustle. Maybe this is something you have already started and you're trying to figure out how to get more clients or how to get more customers. There's something here around spending time with yourself and figuring out in this upcoming month how you can really capitalize on all of this momentum of all planets direct to be able to find some really peace with yourself in terms of what you're going to do next. That's what I hear you. Whatever you're doing next, you will have a lot of momentum towards making more money, and especially if it's something that is like self-employment. So really nice to see that, Gemini. So let's get right into it. So we start off this reading in mid-April. April 14th through May 3rd, all planets are direct. This is a great time, like I said, to be able to plant new seeds of intention, possibly networking. I do think here, though, with that King of Swords in reverse, Queen of Wands in the upright, there is some type of conversations between you and a partner, or you and a boss, possibly you and a subordinate. There's something here, though, around where is it that people are not seeing eye to eye on a topic. This could be at work, but this could also be in the family unit. You could also be arguing with your partner, or not having seeing eye to eye on maybe who's going back to work. Maybe one of you want to start a side business. And I do think that by time Mars enters Leo on April 17th, you're going to have more fire behind you, more courage behind you to be able to stand up in these conversations, feel better about your side of the conversation. So anytime you have kind of like battling court cards with the kings and queens, this could mean some kind of strife, but this could also be upper level management not agreeing at your company. So just pay attention to what signs are coming up around that. Now, by the time you get to the last weeks of April, we have this Seven of Pentacles in reverse, King of Pentacles in reverse, both Pentacle cards here. So there is something around where is it that you want to take more time for yourself. You haven't seen possibly money coming in like you were thinking. It's not fruitioning or taking off as much as you would like. But I do think that when the sun moves into Taurus on the 19th, this is going to be great momentum for everyone. And I do think, Gemini, you all are going to see an uptick of whatever this conversation is. Possibly you went to the bank for a loan, a business loan for your company, a business loan for your own business, or maybe your company is trying to seek funding and maybe you haven't had any luck, or maybe you haven't heard back. Remember, we did have Mercury and Venus retrograde. And I do think by time April 26th comes, Mercury exits its retrograde shadow, and you should start hearing back from possibly some important funding, some answers, possibly a job interview you could be hearing back from soon. Now, by the time we move into May, April 30th, we had Venus enter Aries, and we had a Taurus new moon on the 27th. So all of that momentum picks up, and by the time you enter May, we do have Mars and Leo finally exiting retrograde shadow, and Pluto now moves retrograde in Aquarius. During this time, I do think that Spirit is saying you haven't spent enough time focusing on your own needs, and there is something that you are trying to bring to an end. You are trying to move forward but haven't been able to, and Spirit is telling you if you can get to that Scorpio full moon on the 12th of May, this is going to be a purging experience. There's going to be something that ends in your life, okay, at that time. And I do think that Scorpio full moon, that Scorpio full moon causes you to possibly leave a current job and look elsewhere. I do think many of you all have been interviewing for another job, possibly in a different department, or you could be contemplating just leaving the 9-to-5 all together and leaving all of the mental anguish. And I do think that by time Venus exits its retrograde shadow on May 16th, you all feel a lot better. And I do think the 17th of May, when the sun is conjunct Uranus in Taurus, expect unexpected news at work dealing with your money. So I do think that Two of Pentacles and that Six of Swords is you possibly mentally checking out and moving on to a much more lucrative future. So I think that this is really great for you all, Gemini. Jupiter has been blessing you all, so you all could have some really great news by the time you move into May. And I do think that that Nine of Earth is telling you to focus on yourself, and this Two of Pentacles is like you have a lot to give. Do not let these upper management people or whomever is giving you some kind of heat, make sure you don't let that stress you. So I hope you all have a great mid-April to mid-May in your career. Let me know what you're looking forward to in the comment section below, and I'll talk to you later.